For more, let's bring in Bill Simon, former CEO of Walmart U.S. Bill, very good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
Very well, thank you. We should mention Walmart did finish down, but hit a record intraday before doing that. What stood out for you? Was this a strong result, Bill, or disappointing, given that the shares ended low?
Well, I think Walmart's been doing exactly what they said they were going to do. They're investing heavily in e-commerce, and they're running a very good business. The U.S. business is really doing well. Greg Ferran, in the time that he was there, did a fantastic job. It's been carrying the company for a while now. That's allowing them to invest in e-commerce, and they're growing e-commerce at 40%. So they're delivering the plan that they said, and if you like that story, then you're buying the stock.
The fact that, Bill, that there is going to be an executive leadership change before the year is out, what do you make of that?
Well, anytime there's a change, it becomes another variable that you have to try to manage. As I said, Greg just did a fantastic job, and John Furner, who's coming in, is the lifer with the company. He grew up in the company, and he's done about everything you can do in the company. The last 5 or 6 years, he's been out of the U.S. business. He's been in international and been at Sam's Club. And so running the U.S. is a big monster that needs to be wrestled, and that's the engine that's been driving the company. And so I think John's got his work cut out for him, but he's a talented guy.
Bill, earlier today, the president tweeted along the lines of the fact that the tariffs clearly aren't hurting Walmart. Is that fair?
Well, I think the evidence would suggest that. I mean, I've been sort of saying that for a while now. I mean, last quarter, Walmart, Target, Costco, Amazon all beat and raised guidance. So far, Walmart's beat and raised guidance again. And they're the ones that the tariffs would be impacting if it was going to impact consumers. So far, the retailers have been able to mitigate or absorb the cost. Many of them, and as almost all the companies I'm working with are trying to find ways to move supply lines so that they're not exposed to tariffs. That's going to be a difficult problem for China. If these supply lines move, China's not going to get them back for decades. They'll move and they'll stay moved. And so I think I'm optimistic that that's going to result in the resolution of this trade discussion pretty quickly once China comes to that realization.
Bill, looking at the e-commerce numbers, is it fair to say that at least at this point in time, Walmart is winning the grocery delivery wars?
Yeah, I think so. You could say that. You know, grocery is the most difficult part of retail. It's much more complicated to get bananas from Central America to every zip code in the U.S. Before they turn brown than it is to deliver a book or a package to someone's home. And so Walmart has the infrastructure. They've built that infrastructure now for 30 years or 40 years to be able to deliver fresh food to every zip code in America. So it's not that much of a challenge for them to deliver it the last mile, or particularly right now what's driving their business is the order online and pick up at store. They've got that infrastructure, and really nobody else has that. So it doesn't surprise me that they're doing well.
So, Bill, long term, fast forward 5 years, how many players are there going to be doing nationwide grocery delivery?
Hard to say, but I think it's going to be tough in that 5-year horizon for anybody to do it nationally the way Walmart has the ability to do it. I think there's others that might do it very well regionally. I think a lot of people will do it well in dense urban markets. Amazon, of course, is going to do it well in markets where they've got the ability to deliver that kind of density. But every zip code in America, I think in that 5-year horizon, Walmart's still going to be doing very well.
On the call today, Bill, I think Doug McMillon mentioned that the challenge right now, one of them anyway, is for Walmart to try and expand that success with order online and pick up, or maybe direct delivery of non-grocery items. Is that a different type of challenge, given the fact that, for example, Amazon is already so well established in that area?
It is. I think that I think what Doug was talking about was the third-party business, the marketplace business. Amazon's book beyond their first-party business is just enormous, and that drives an incredible amount of traffic to their site. And that's really where Walmart's at a disadvantage, is at traffic, and that traffic that's coming through third-party sellers. And Walmart, for many years now, has been trying to build that third-party book of business, but it's difficult for them because, in fact, they compete with all those guys.